into the danger zone.
The Drew Yari Show.
The Drew Yari Show.
Hell yeah. Stupid idiot.
Drew Yari. The Drew Yari Show begins now. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wednesday, 8:02 p.m. Central Time here in San Antonio. I imagine it's 9:02 p.m. in the Eastern Time. Whatever the fuck Pacific Time is, I don't even care about that. But
6 o'clock, 6:02.
6:02, there you go. But welcome to the show, guys. It's me, Drew. You already know who I am. You know me. I know you guys. I know a few of you. I see Eddie. I know Anna was... I think Anna's back in the chat room. Oh yeah, Anna's here. I imagine we're going to get a few more people. And with me as always...
Justin from Spinebuster Tees. What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday.
Spinebuster Tees. Happy Wednesday, guys. We were just talking about AEW. AEW is every Wednesday. We record in the middle of AEW. And they're having their Grand Slam show. Which, I heard it wasn't really selling that well. It's what is it, like 27,000 capacity, and they only sold 12,000, which, yikes.
Yeah, I mean, it looks, TV's different, but, it looks pretty full to me for the most part, but, we gotta see that TV side, though, where the cameras are at. Is it tarped off? I don't know. I haven't, I really don't care, but I haven't really looked on Twitter to see if it's been a full sellout or not. But if it's not sold out completely, then it could be a number of things because of obviously, the CM Punk and the Elite, right? So you got, 4 big stars there that usually help sell your shows, and your biggest star's not there. So that could be a contributing factor onto why that this may not be a full sellout. So.
Yeah, Eddie just posted in the chat room. He said, "This is how many are still available." Well, Eddie, I can't tell. Is the blue the ones that actually did purchase, or is it the gray?
It's the gray.
Okay.
Because if it was just the blue that sold, then that means no one's there.
Jesus Christ. But hey, as long as people are enjoying the show, I can't really knock on that. But yeah, like what you said, no CM Punk, no Elite. You got MJF back, but it's unfortunately I don't think he's enough. So
yeah, he can only do so much.
But yeah, we'll talk about AEW for a little bit. So beginning of the show, I didn't see it, but I saw it, on Twitter. Obviously, Jericho versus Cesaro for the Ring of Honor Championship, and Jericho won, which wasn't really that surprising. What did you think about the match?
Oh, well, I was actually surprised by Jericho being Claudio Castagnoli because of the fact that I'm sitting here thinking, okay, Jericho wins. What does this do for Chris Jericho to win? What does it do for the Ring of Honor? It doesn't really do anything. To me, at least, I don't really see the benefit of Chris Jericho winning this title. Maybe you could just say, I was Ring of Honor champion, I was AEW champion, I was, obviously WWE champion, Undisputed champion, World Heavyweight champion. You could say all that. But, I guess it's just more of an accolade win, right? Rather than it making sense. You know what I mean? Claudio... to me was the workhorse per se of Ring of Honor, and obviously, Ring of Honor's not fully back, but you guys know what I mean. He could be the figurehead, he could be the representative of Ring of Honor. I don't see that being Chris Jericho. I'm just seeing AEW just using this just to advance a story on AEW, right? Now the Ring of Honor title is gonna be on TV by default, even more because. Jericho, he's not going to defend this belt on Rampage like, Claudio is, right? He's going to defend this at Dynamite. He's going to defend this at pay-per-views, too. So, my question is that who's he going to lose it to? Because where he loses it to, it has to be a Ring of Honor talent, right? You know what I mean? But well, maybe not. But I don't know. I just don't. I just think that with Jericho being the champion here, it opens up the door more for more matches, right? But at the end of the day, it's gonna just be like random matches with like random people on the AEW roster, because the AEW roster and the Ring of Honor roster is technically separate. Because if you look at the AEW roster page, right, they don't have Ring of Honor talent on the AEW roster page. So
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what this does, what this is gonna do for the Ring of Honor title, right? They could have just had Claudio win and really just continue his reign, because, you know, despite what you say, I think Claudio is a good champion to represent the Ring of Honor legacy, right? Versus Chris Jericho. I mean, Jericho didn't need to win at all.
Well, I mean, again, I like Claudio Cesaro. You know, force of habit. I like him. With Jericho winning, a lot of people pointed out this could possibly, you know, this is something that could get him a TV deal, or Ring of Honor a TV deal, because Ring of Honor at the moment has no TV deal. It doesn't have any shows. I mean, their last show was a pay-per-view from, like, was it last month or the month before? And, you know, and that's kind of another question I asked, which is just like, how exactly do you expect to get a TV deal with a guy who's going to be 52 in November as your world champion?
Not even just that. Not even about the TV deal, right? But like, okay, cool. All right, let's say they get a TV deal with Ring of Honor. Okay, it's gonna be on Warner Brothers. I don't know Warner Brothers, but it's gonna be either on TBS or TNT, right? Because they're, you know, AEW's under Warner Brothers, right? Where is it gonna go? Where is it going to go? It's gonna go, like, I think the only place that would make sense would be on a random Thursday, but they can't do that because of the NBA.
Right.
They're gonna be fucked. They're gonna be fucked. Can they do it on a Saturday? Like late night Saturday? Maybe not, but who's gonna watch it? Right? They already got Friday for Rampage already, right? They got Wednesday for Dynamite. What's wrong with actually doing it online? You already have a place where you tape your Rampage and not Rampage, but your Dark and Dark Elevation. You already have a place for that. So why not just use that same place for Ring of Honor? Just have a random day, like, okay, every Tuesday we're gonna, do Ring of Honor tapings, and, you know, whatever days that they do that on, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. To me, I don't find that as a legitimate thing, because where are they going to do these shows at if they get on TV? What night? What day? What network? Because TNT and TBS is the two main networks, right? Okay, they get on TV, great. Okay, they get on TV, what, Sundays at, 9:00 at night? Random time slots like that. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see with that, though, but, yeah.
Another thing that comes into play is the rumored merger between NBC Universal and Time Warner, which that could come into play because NBC Universal, who does Universal do business with? WWE. So, again, not trying to come up here and speculate. Not trying to be the...
But that's like in 2024, though, so that's like a little bit ways away, so...
I mean, but it's still something interesting to think about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we all have the legit question of, will AEW even be around in the next 2 years? We don't even know if Ring of Honor is going to be around next month. So again, I always have to preface by saying this: I don't want AEW to go out of business. I don't want Ring of Honor to go out of business. I don't want any wrestling company to go out of business. I mean, God willing, Impact Wrestling has been around since 2002, so they're still alive and kicking somehow. That's one of life's greatest mysteries, but we're not talking about them. So, other things happen on AEW. The Acclaimed won the tag team championships from Swerve and Our Glory. From what I heard, got a really big reaction from the crowd. I mean, they're in New York.
Yeah.
Hey, good on the Acclaimed. Lightning saying they should have won at the pay-per-view. I guess yes, but this is one of their biggest shows, so I guess. But yeah, just if they're gonna plan big moments, it should really be at the pay-per-view. But that I digress. But I mean, good on the Acclaimed. I mean, to me, that's their homegrown tag team, one of their very few homegrown talents, and they put a belt on them. So I mean, MJF, the Acclaimed. I guess you can count Britt Baker, but we're not talking about her. Wardlow. Those are their homegrown talents. And don't mean to sound like a Debbie Downer. I mean, just look what they do to their homegrown talents. I mean, MJF is probably the exception, who is someone that forces himself to get over because he's MJF. Like, what else can we say? I mean, look at Wardlow. Look at how his reign has been. It has been flatter. It's been flatter than a pancake. I mean, fucking now the Acclaimed. I mean, again, I don't want the Acclaimed. The Acclaimed's title reign to fall flat. But I mean, we can't trust Booker of the Year Tony Khan, unfortunately.
Well, let's think about this. So, the Acclaim won the titles tonight. If they didn't win the titles tonight, then it would have been a top 5 creative mistake ever for Tony Khan. I'm not a huge fan of the Acclaim. There's some aspects I like. If they didn't win those titles tonight, that would be a top 5, writing error, or however you want to say it, creative error for Tony Khan. Now, I said this last week, I said this from before. Great. The build was great. They won the titles. They pulled it off. It was a good match tonight on Dynamite. Won the titles, right? It executed pretty well. I want you guys who's listening to this podcast, either live or on the recorded version of this, I want you guys to have this sink in. What's going to be the follow-up?
Yep.
What is going to be the follow-up with this? Won the titles. Are they going to have one of the best reigns in AEW ever? Remains to be seen. We can't be hard on that as of yet. But if we can take a small template, right, of what Tony Khan has done with his homegrown talent, and the follow-up after them winning big matches or titles typically is not good. Typically, it's not good. So we'll see. I'm gonna always give benefit of the doubt. I'm always optimistic. But honestly, you honestly think that Tony Khan is going to follow up this title reign, follow up this win with a sufficient title reign? I have my doubts, but we'll see. Good for the Acclaim, right? They worked their asses off. Good for Max Caster and, Anthony Bowens, you know what I mean? They worked their asses off. They got themselves over, right? You know what I mean? That's one of the hardest things to do in wrestling, is to get yourselves over to a point where, you're the highest thing in the, on each and every show. So, but good for them. But, let's see how this follow-up goes, and, we will revisit this, 2 weeks from now, a month from now. Are they going to be on Dynamite every single week? You know what I mean? Or they're going to be on a Rampage to defend the titles, like how, Jurassic Express was for the first, month of their title reign, first, month and a half of their title reign, they weren't even on Dynamite. They were basically on Rampage and just doing matches on there. So, we'll see.
I mean, yeah, you brought up a good point. I mean, what's going to be the follow-up? I mean, you looked at Thunder Rosa. We were waiting for Rosa to get that belt, and then what was the follow-up?
There was no follow-up.
There was no fucking follow-up. Like, she, her title reign lasted 5 months, 4 months? And
yeah, something like that.
And it's just like, she barely had a 20-second promo or a vignette or whatever you want to call it, and then she just had random matches with underneath talent. And then, Lightning, saying Hangman Adam Page. I mean, again, not the biggest Hangman fan, but it's just like he becomes champion, then he just has those 2 matches with Danielson, and then what happens? Nothing. He had a random match with Lance Archer that meant nothing, and then he had 2 matches with Adam Cole that didn't really mean anything, and then in between those times he was barely on the show. So it's just like, unfortunately, it's just they don't know how to. He doesn't know how to book talent that isn't Kenny Omega, or the Young Bucks, or Britt Baker, and that's it. Like I don't get it. Like, I get it and I don't get it. And it's just like, how do you expect to be Booker of the Year? Like, how does anyone call him Booker of the Year when it's just like he can't book anyone that's not those guys?
I mean, like I said, Tony Khan, he's great at having a premise for a story. He has a great idea for a premise for a story. He does a great job on executing that story, right? But the follow-up after that is usually piss poor. So, if I have to give, like, an honest rating for Tony Khan, typically for his stories, for the most part, 8 out of 10, right? Execution, maybe like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. But the follow-up is like a 3 out of 10. Even at times a 2 out of 10. So, like, to me, if you're not having that follow-up, then what's the point of getting invested in these guys? It's kind of like with NXT in 2017, 2018, right? When we knew that, whenever these guys go to the main roster, that Vince McMahon's gonna somehow screw them up, and that's what usually will happen, right? You know what I mean? Like, I can go off a list of names here. You guys know the names that got screwed up come from NXT to the main roster because of it's not necessarily the follow-up, right? But just the execution, right? But with Tony Khan, he has the execution, but just the follow-up is so piss poor.
Right. And now we have the Fatal 4-Way women's title match. You have the champion Toni Storm, Britt Baker, Serena Deeb, and Athena. Is that her name, Athena?
Athena. That's her indie name.
I'm going to say something, and I'm pretty sure everyone's going to call me a pig. I don't care. What happened to Toni Storm's ass?
What do you mean, what happened to Toni Storm's ass? What are you talking about?
Dude, when she was in NXT, when she was in more so NXT, like, you saw it. Like, you can see it as clear as day. Now it's just
she wore shorts.
Dude, Bayley wears shorts, and you can see that dunk. Toni Storm is wearing the same thing as Bayley, and I can't see that dunk. I can't see her dunk. She's lost her ass.
Oh, I don't know. You can probably blame who's she dating? Jesus, I forget who she's dating.
Juice Robinson, I think.
Oh yeah, blame Juice Robinson. Yeah, he took all the juice from her.
God damn it, Juice Robinson! You fucking who was he in NXT? C.J. Parker, was that his name?
C.J. Parker, yeah.
Fuck you, C.J.
Now
Parker.
he's the IWGP United States champion, I believe.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
Man. Rock hard Juice.
I believe he's because he joined Bullet Club and he won the title a few months ago. So, but oh no, it's Will Ospreay. The hell? What am I talking about? I forgot Will Ospreay was the champion.
Oh, yeah.
Just Robertson's a bitch. Never mind.
Right. So what else? So Raw happened this past week, as it usually does. What do you think about Raw overall?
It's a good show. It hasn't really been bad. Like if I was on this podcast, God man, if I was on this podcast like a year and a half ago, like I would have had like all types of legendary rants, I think, but no, Raw's been good. This show was good overall. The United States title match opened the show with Rollins and Lashley. The match, right? It ended how I thought it was going to end with interference from Riddle, right? I thought it was going to be like a disqualification. But Riddle just distracting and Rollins getting pinned by Lashley. So be it, right? A lot of good storytelling, a lot of good advancements in stories. Miz and Dexter Lumis, I have no idea why Dexter Lumis wants the Miz still, but you know, they're advancing that storyline there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got Giant Gargano and Kevin Owens teaming up next week. You have obviously I was gonna say Toxic Attraction for some reason they're on my mind. For
as they should be.
As they should be, right? Damage Control, you know what I mean? They're still, you know, advancing their dominance, and also as well, you know, we're gonna get War Games too. You kind of see where some of these where the alliance is going to be for War Games, and I do have a prediction on at least the ladies' side of the War Games on what it could be as far as actual potential War Games matches. But overall, like I liked it, I enjoyed it. It, you know, very good, very very good overall.
Yeah, I forgot that. So War Games, Triple H announced on Monday that Survivor Series will be 2 matches will be War Games. 1 for the men's side and 2 for the women's side. You can kind of see where the alliances are going to go, because for the men's, it's more than likely going to be the Bloodline. You know, Reigns, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa. For the men's side, I can see it being Team McIntyre, Sheamus, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Like, that seems like it could be that seems like that would be a match that would happen, and it's gonna go hard, as the kids say.
I got just for the record, I got Bloodline. Sami Zayn is still in the Bloodline at this point in time versus McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman, and the Street Profits.
But isn't War Games 4-on-4?
It could be 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. I mean,
no.
I mean, it can be either or.
Okay, I mean, I wouldn't mind that. And then for the women's, you know, Damage Control more than likely, including, you know, fill in the blank of 1 or 2 women you can put in the match against, I'm assuming, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and again, fill in the blank of 1 or 2 women you can put in the match.
So for that one, I got Damage Control with Sasha Banks and Naomi returning. If they don't return, I got Toxic Attraction there with Gigi and JC there versus Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Kel Rodriguez, and Shotzi Blackheart.
No love for your girl. No love for your girl, Aaliyah.
No, she's injured. Thank God. Fuck her. She deserves it. Like, hope she gets released soon. Actually.
No, I'm glad Shotzi. I'm glad Shotzi's a face now, because she's better as a face. Like, maybe I overhype Shotzi too much, but I think if they play her. I like her. Maybe if they play their cards right, she can be marketable. And when I mean by marketable, she can be their next Lita, in a sense where she fits like the punk rock, you know, or she fits like the punk rock, you know, horror girl look that you see, that you and me both, you know, we went to school. We've seen girls like that have that have the colored hair, that have the tattoos, that, you know, wear the band shirts, the horror shirts, you know, whatever. So she can fill out that demographic. So
yeah, she's definitely marketable. She's got to be to the right market, and that's to your point. So like the hot topic type of market, you know.
Yeah, there you go. Right, and I mean she's hot as balls. I mean, there's no denying that, and she can work. I mean, I think the crowd likes her better as a face. I mean, because I think they weren't too sure what to do with her as a heel, because they're like, we like her, why is she a heel? So she can be a heel. She's likable. She just needs to learn how to internet a lot better, and she'll be fine. But so I like that she's a face now. But what else? Oh, and she's getting her tank back. Lightning just put that out, so good.
Yeah.
I mean, again, WWE, they can make a fucking killing by putting those out in like fucking, well, I was gonna say Toys R Us, Walmart, you know, Target, or even the fucking website. They can sell those like toy tanks.
I mean, even like, because they do sell like a lot of cosplay type of stuff. Like, can you imagine like people cosplaying as not see at events. Like, that'd be pretty nutty with the tank,
Mm-hmm.
And people will spend $250 or $300 for something like that just to get, man, like, I can definitely see that for sure.
Oh, yeah. And what else happened on Raw? Oh, yeah, and then it was announced in Extreme Rules. We're getting a fight pit with Seth and Riddle, so yeah, good. I mean, that's a pay-per-view match. That's a match that needs to be on pay-per-view, and they're going to be in Philly, so they're going to go nuts for that.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And yeah, also as well, like, I want to get your thoughts on this, like, rabbit thing that we heard on, or that we saw on Raw, right? The QR code, and I love the QR codes, and there's a lot of people, like, who are kind of, out of the loop with the QR codes, right? They think it's, like, the first time that WWE's doing this. Well, been doing it for about a year in NXT. So, but what's your thoughts about the whole QR code thing and the white rabbit thing?
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, because apparently you're supposed to get a reveal this Friday because it says 9/23. So, yes. I mean, all signs are pointing to Bray Wyatt, but then there's people trying to say it's really, it's Cross. Trying to bring back his Lucha Underground gimmick, which even Cross was like, I'm flattered, but that's not me. So yeah. I mean, I don't know, it just seems like it's going to be Bray, and I mean, they've been doing it during, commercial breaks, at house shows, at television, and I don't know. Like, okay, so let's say it is Bray. So how would you book Bray? In his comeback to the company, who would be his first feud?
That's the hard part. First off, going back to teaser. So, let me see if we're gonna bring it up real quick. I got Twitter open. Twitter open. Okay, so
the Twitter.
Alright, so. Jesus Christ, people, like, I'm seeing all these, like, there's all these posts, but not what I'm looking for here. Okay, here we go. So there was a QR code, and the message said on the QR code, who killed the world, and it was spelled out, you did. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Guess who's here?
Wait, I have it on. I think I might be behind you.
Yeah, you are behind me for sure.
So I see a 3-on-2. It's Britt and Jamie and Serena taking down Athena and Tony.
Wait, whoa, man, you're behind.
Yeah, again, I'm watching it on a Twitch stream, bro.
Okay. Well, I'll let you catch up then, man.
I mean, I'm assuming it's somebody that made their comeback, right? Or someone making their debut in the company.
It is a debut. I'll say that.
Oh shit! It's Paige. Oh wait, why am I happy about Paige? Fuck Paige.
Well, no, that's what I was like. I mean, I'm happy. I don't know what your beef is with her, but I mean, I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. If this is what she wants to do, this is what she wants to do, man. Hopefully she can do it healthy, right? You know what I mean? Now, to me, this doesn't do a goddamn thing with this division, though, because, I mean, this is the biggest women's wrestler that they brought in so far. Mm-hmm. This is the biggest women's wrestler that they brought in so far. Now, Paige is going to be wrestling, right? And, hopefully she's healthy. Like I said, she's gonna win the title. There's no fight. There's no way around it. She's gonna win the title. She has to win the fucking title. But again, as I mentioned earlier with the Acclaim, what is going to be the follow-up? What will be the follow-up? I want to know, because the women's division is the weakest division in AEW. Tony Khan can't book himself out of a wet paper bag with the women's division. Okay? So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Happy for her. Good to see her. She looks great. She looks healthy. She looks happy. But do I trust Tony Khan to book somebody better than Britt Baker? I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, this is, as much as it pains me to say, this is probably the biggest acquisition that AEW's has as far as like the women's division goes, because I've always been saying about their women's division, they need better women, and by better women, I don't mean let's pick up every Joshi princess we can find. Like, no, like we need better women. And again, I like Sheeta's good. I'm going to give Sheeta credit. She's really good. But other than that, it's just like, no, like we don't need Kenny Omega choosing the women's division. We need somebody else trying to find better women for this division. And Paige is a big name, kinda, sorta, but she's a name. And
she hasn't wrestled in
since 2017.
I was like 5 years, right? Almost going 6 years.
You know, she's was a women's champion. People like her. She's a name. I keep saying she's a name. She's popular, but as much as I'm not a fan of her, I mean, we'll see what this does. I mean, she looks good. She looks healthy. I mean, can she wrestle a match? I mean, obviously Tony Khan's not going to hire somebody that can't wrestle, that literally can't wrestle. So we'll see what she does. And like you said,
they wouldn't be signing her to any contract. She wouldn't want to come in unless she was wrestling.
Right, and we'll see what the fuck she does, because it looks like her first feud is going to be against either Britt or maybe Jamie Hayter. Hey, Maurice, you didn't really... We're talking about AEW, so you didn't really miss much. But, yeah, Paige, who's now Saraya, made her debut in AEW. I mean, there were rumors today, actually, that I saw today, that she was in talks to come to AEW, and now she's in AEW, so... again, good for Saraya, good for Paige. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, good for overall. I'm on Twitter right now. People are really overrating this. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, oh my god, this turns into visual. Like, okay, calm down. All right, chill. Okay. Good for her. Happy for her. Right. Again, and Khan, he's going to capitalize on it. He's going to capitalize on whatever story that they want to tell with Saraya. What the hell is follow-up is going to be? What the hell is that the follow-up is going to be? So, we'll see.
Let me ask you something. Who do you think is more overhyped? Paige or AJ Lee?
AJ Lee.
All right, thank you. Yeah,
I like them both. But I'll say AJ Lee for sure.
I'm gonna have to go with AJ a little bit. At least Paige did things, whereas AJ, I just recall her being around for a hot minute, and she wasn't
around
much.
that long.
Well, I was gonna say when I first saw her, she was randomly she was in NXT, and this was when NXT was doing the goofy, game show shit, and then they brought her on, the main roster, and she wasn't really doing much. And then that's when they randomly made her, or that's when she was Daniel Bryan's girlfriend for whatever reason, and she was the GM of Monday Night Raw, and she was the champion for a few times, and that's really about it. She just left. She retired, and that's really about it. And now she's married to Punk. So it's just she kind of gets overhyped. I mean, because, yeah, she did the whole give Divas a chance thing. But, I mean, they really go out of their way to make sure that she had nothing to do with that. Which was, it's WWE, come on. But, yeah, I mean, I think AJ Lee's a little overhyped. I mean, Paige, at least she did something. At least she had moments in the company. I mean, can you name an AJ Lee moment other than, give Divas a chance?
Oh, yeah. That her version of the pipe bomb when she married when she said I do to Daniel Bryan actually becoming GM. There's a couple moments. I remember at least, you know what I mean? So, I don't know what that says about me.
Yeah, the pipe bomb. I remember that. Paige A did a lot in this company. Wink, wink. Oh yeah, she did.
Oh, so my confusion is that if Soraya's here, like, how can she be Soraya and Cora Jade at the same time? How's that gonna work?
Wait, what?
How's she gonna be Cora Jade?
She's gonna. I think Cora Jade is gonna be Cora Jade for a while.
Oh my god, I don't know how she's gonna be Cora Jade and Soraya. I don't know how WWE is gonna allow this. I know.
Oh,
It's crazy.
WWE will think us. Hey, they did it with Elias and Ezekiel. They're gonna do it with these two broads.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people actually makes that comparison of Cora Jade and Paige.
Well, I think that's kind of where they're going with Cora Jade, where it's like she has her audience. You know, she has the young girls and the guys that think she's cute and looks good in booty shorts. So she has her audience. They're trying to push her like Paige or like AJ Lee. So I get that. WWE should bring back Caitlyn. No, I'm good. That's what Anna said in the chat. What else was I going to say?
Can't we hit that?
Oh yeah, Raw. Kevin Owens and why am I blanking on his fucking name? Austin Theory. I mean, as you can imagine, good match, good solid back and forth action with these two. Theory, or not Theory, but Gargano came out and distracted Theory. Kevin Owens got the win. And like Justin mentioned, backstage there's a vignette with American Alpha and Gargano, and then Kevin Owens came and said, how's about we have a tag team match next week, which is going to be in Edmonton, Alberta. So we got that match to look forward to. What else happened? Oh, the main event was Bayley and Alexa Bliss, which, I'll be honest, I checked out when I realized Alexa Bliss was going to be in the main event. I know Bayley won, and then Bayley challenged Bianca to a tag match, or not a tag match. I'm sorry, women's title match at Extreme Rules.
We were talking about the whole Bray Wyatt thing too before Paige came out.
Oh yeah, Bray Wyatt. Oh yeah, I was asking you how you would book him, and then you had mentioned.
Oh well, yeah. Then Paige came out. Stupid cunt, just ruining my moment here. I'm just kidding.
Now we got the main event going on. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're around the main event there going on right now. But so booking Wyatt is tough because there's a lot of scenarios that he can come back to now. Now, first of all, is message who killed the world? You did, right? With that QR code. If you guys saw a promo from Wyatt back in what was like 2015, I want to say, he got a promo with Michael Cole, and he said that I didn't make the world the way it is. You did, right? So people are using their tinfoil hats, and they may be correct, right? So if AEW brought back Paige tonight, WWE is definitely bringing back Bray Wyatt. Just to be like, oh yeah, you want to have Paige be talking in town for 2 days? Nah, fuck you. Here comes Bray. But a lot of people are missing the fact that it did say 9/23, right? But a lot of people miss the other point where it said 9/23 for September 23rd in white. Then it said 9/29 colon 2 dots 23. Does that mean that at 9/23 Eastern on Friday we're gonna get this reveal? So if you live in the Central Time Zone, that's gonna be at 8/23. Pay attention to that on SmackDown on Friday. Pay attention for 9/23, 8/23, 6/23, wherever you're at in the United States. Pay attention for that time frame because WWE they make these hints and they make it very, very in your face, and sometimes we don't even realize it. So we'll see if something happens at that time frame on Friday. Now back to your original question, how would I book Wyatt? To be honest, I don't know. I don't know. I would say try to book him something with McIntyre and Cross, but that's not, to me, that's not really a great decision, right? If he's coming back, if he's going to be coming back on SmackDown, I don't know if he's going to stay on SmackDown because of the fact that, Strowman debuted on Raw and now he's on SmackDown now, right? So it really just depends on what the need is, right? I don't see him doing anything with Roman Reigns immediately. Right? Now, let's think about this. The Universal Championship, right? Mm-hmm. Roman won the Universal Championship. Who did he beat for the Universal Championship?
He beat both Braun and Bray.
Who was the champion?
Bray.
Right. So, trust me, there's going to be loose ends tied up with that storyline eventually, right? I don't know. I don't know where you're going to put Bray. And, in him coming back, Triple H knows where he's going to put him. He knows where he's going to put him. He already has a storyline for him. He knows all that already, right? Does he put him on Raw? And, and he targets a particular wrestler over there, right? Does he put him on SmackDown, targets a particular wrestler over there? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of things. And really, I can't really see him targeting anybody that would, to me, that stands out and makes sense, right? You target Johnny Gargano on Raw. Okay, maybe, right? But Gargano's mixing up with Tyson Kidd. Or not Tyson Kidd, Jesus Christ. I don't know why I said Tyson Kidd. Austin Theory right now. But, it's very interesting, man. It's very interesting. One thing I would do with the Wyatt is bring back the Wyatt family. Mm-hmm. Bring back the Wyatt family. Obviously, minus, Brody, right? You can bring back Redbeard, right? You can bring out, Redbeard, and and Strowman's there. Does Strowman really need to be face? Does he really need to be the monster among men? Not really. You know what I mean? He doesn't really add any value to me as that. Bring back the Wyatt family as a threesome, man. I mean, and right now WWE, they're getting very faction happy, man. Bring back a version of the Wyatt family, and you can add a fourth, right? You can add Joe Gacy. What the hell is Joe Gacy doing in NXT? Nothing, right? Bring his ass up, right? And you make that a fourth right there, right?
I'm gonna cut you off. I was gonna say that'd be a good idea because people, I'm not the biggest Joe Gacy fan, but people will say he's kind of like the new Bray. He's the new cult leader, and you can do a bit where Bray meets him and goes, "Let me show you how it's done, boy." You can definitely do that. Put Joe Gacy, put his guys, the former grizzled young vets, and put him with fucking Bray. Make the new Wyatt.
That's what I was gonna say too. That can be a second option if they don't bring back Redbeard and they want to keep Braun as a singles guy. Bring up Schism from NXT and have Bray control those three guys right there, right? And change their, not necessarily change their gimmick per se, but change their look around a little bit, right? Do that, or this is another thing. If they need a fourth guy in the Wyatt family, let's say they bring up, and they bring Strowman over back to the heel in the Wyatt family, right? And you got Bray there. Bring back Bo Dallas because he was supposed to be in the Wyatt family anyway in the first place as another member, right? So you got plenty of options that you can do, right? Bo Dallas, he's dating Liv Morgan as well, right? And they can be a SmackDown group, right? If they do something like that, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of options that can go with this, man. But we could talk about this all night because there's a lot of options with this. But really, if they bring back Wyatt, well, when they bring back Wyatt, it's not a matter if, it's a matter of when they bring back Wyatt. I think. Going back into the Wyatt family, right? Another new sinister version of the Wyatt family. I think that'll be pretty good.
So let me ask you something. So when it happens, like you just said, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, which is more than likely this Friday. So when you bring him back, do you bring him back as the Fiend or the cult leader or maybe a mixture of both?
Oh no, they don't need the Fiend. They don't need the Fiend. I love the Fiend, right? I like that character, right? It's there's more elements with the OG version of Bray Wyatt than was with the Fiend.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, do you bring back the old cult leader, but with a more darker, more, I guess, horror?
I think it may be a hybrid, right? I can see them bringing him back in not in a mask per se, right? But like maybe like some crazy face paint, right? Kind of like similar to Malachi, right? Malachi Black. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And kind of like in a way too as well, have that original backwoods type of gimmick as well, being that cult leader, right? Because at the end of the day, Bray was still a cult leader as the Fiend as well, right? It was kind of different, right? You know what I mean? He didn't really have like physical people, well, probably exception of Alexa, as part of his cult per se. He had the Firefly Funhouse, right? And essentially, he had these puppets, right? And we were his fireflies per se, right? So like I said, there's a lot they can do with this, man. There's a lot that they can do with this. I trust Triple H to do it right. You know what I mean? And I trust Triple H to let Bray go to a certain extent, right? Because Triple H kind of needs to pull the reins back a little bit on Bray as well. You just don't want to have Bray just go all crazy. Mm-hmm. But there's a ton you can do with this.
I'm honestly looking forward to it. I mean, because again, I liked Wyatt. He was the victim of just bad creative and just like it seemed like not only Vince but just they had no idea what to do with them. And we trust Triple H to do the right thing and just say, this is how you book this guy. This is the guy who's supposed to be our next Undertaker as far as I guess like a supernatural like dark character. And I'm hoping you bring back the cult leader, but it's a different spin on the character, because I get the Fiend was good for a little bit, but then they just really found ways to fuck it up. I mean, the match with Rollins at Hell in a Cell, Goldberg, and then who the fuck else? Orton, Alexa Bliss, and it's just, I hope they don't bring back the character. I hope they bring back that Interesting. That Interesting was fucking dope. But bring back the cult leader. Bring back the cult leader, but with a different spin. And kind of like what they're doing now, like follow the White Rabbit. I was gonna say be like a conspiracy nut, but no, that wouldn't work. But like just be the leader, the dark cult leader that's gonna manipulate everybody around him, and everyone's gonna do his bidding. Like be that.
So let me ask you this: if it's not Bray, who do you think it's for? If it's not Bray, it's not Karrion Kross.
It can't.
It's not Karrion Kross because the way that they're doing it seems like a debut more than anything, right? Like, why would you be doing this with Karrion Kross? Why would you change his and me thinking about it from last week? Like, why would you change his theme song and theme music and all that? You know what I mean?
I mean, because I know apparently the talk is that Triple H has more surprises in store for people that we're not even thinking about, like, not ex-WWE people. So, I mean, because it's obviously not going to be anyone from AEW, because, MJF has already said his contract expires 2024.
If it's actually Malachi. I know it's not. I know it's not. Like, it's like a negative 100% chance, but if it's like Malachi just... I mean, oh god, that'll be crazy.
I mean, I would like to see him, but he's already said straight up that because I think he's not able to sign with anyone for a few months, because I think AEW does the 90-day thing, or I think they do like 180 from what I heard, which is insane. I mean, Malachi, like that wouldn't fit him though, like the whole follow the rabbit thing, because his whole thing is he's supposed to be like the dark.
I was just talking out of my ass.
Oh no, I know, but it's just like I would like to see Malachi or Alistair or whatever we're supposed to call him. I don't know. I honestly, I mean, I know it sounds like a cop out answer. I truly don't know who it's gonna be, because it seems like it's gonna be Bray. Like that's kind of what we're getting. Like, it's gonna be Bray. But if it's not Bray, I mean, if it's not Bray, who would you pick?
Rose.
Who?
Rose.
Adam Rose?
I'm just kidding, man. Yeah, he had the bunny. Remember? He had the bunny in his.
Hey, that motherfucker looks like he's eating bunnies. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah, man. You see how big he is now? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like,
shit. From what I heard, he's doing all right as far as like health wise. Like, he's not drinking.
Yeah, he's doing good health wise, man. But I'm just saying, like, he's jacked. Like, God, man. Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know. That will make sense. That will fit the character right. To me, this is all leading towards Bray Wyatt. The only person, and if it is this person, like it's gonna be such a disappointment, and WWE will be Triple H will get some shit for a long time with this one. He's still wrestling, nowadays. I don't remember last time I see him on TV though, but the former Justin Gabriel, because he has like a crazy type gimmick like that. Nothing to do with like rabbits or anything, but PJ Black. That's the only person I can think of that will make sense that has that that crazy type gimmick that he had in Ring of Honor, but that's like kind of like you know what I mean? Yeah, no. This is all, to me. This is all Bray. If it's not Bray, then please make it make sense, Triple H. If it's not Bray,
it's Bray or bust. That's the best way of putting it.
Yeah,
it's Bray or bust.
It's pretty much.
All right. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else happened on Raw we didn't talk about?
I mean, we talked about all the important stuff already.
All right. So NXT was last night. A little bit of a bummer. For multiple reasons. One being that last week they showed that they were shedding the NXT 2.0 logo and went back to what looked like a kind of like the old school NXT logo. The black and gold with silver. And we talked about it. We said straight up, like, they're not just gonna. It's not just gonna be like an overnight thing. Like, they're not just gonna automatically go back to the way things used to be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be a process. From the way we described it. But damn, no new look, no new music, no new stage. There's.
Well, I can answer that. They recorded. They did tapings the very next night.
Okay.
Oh, so you're not gonna see a change this past week or even next week as well, because they did two tapings. So next week's gonna have that same exact look as well.
Right. Okay, I forgot about that. They announced the main event for Halloween Havoc, which is going to be October 27th. It's going to be Braun Breaker defending against JD McDonough and Ilya Dragunov, which I kind of wish it was just Ilya Dragunov, because I don't really care much for JD McDonough. Honestly, I didn't like him when he was Jordan Devlin. I don't like him now. So I don't know why he beat Tyler Bate. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
I can tell you why in a second.
At the beginning, I think it was at the beginning of the show. So Shawn Michaels invited the new North American champion, Sol Sikoa, into a conference room with the former North American champion, Carmelo Hayes, where he told, not Hayes, but Sol Sikoa, that, you were in a you were in a match that wasn't sanctioned, and you came in as a wrestler that wasn't even part of the fans' choice, which Wesley won to face I keep saying Sol Sikoa, Carmelo Hayes for the North American Championship. But was it like Trick Williams took him out, so that's why Sikoa came out. So Shawn Michaels told Sikoa, you have to relinquish the North American Championship, which, all right, two things. So he made his debut on SmackDown, and the very next week he's on NXT, and then he wins the North American Championship, defends it on SmackDown, and now he has to fucking relinquish it. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know, Justin. Make this make sense to me. It doesn't really make any sense.
I will make it make sense to you because of the fact that this is a bigger storyline that's going to bridge with the bloodline.
Okay.
Gonna bridge with the bloodline. Sequoia is gonna, oh my god.
Don't say anything. I'm behind. Yo.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'll just say this because it's a spoiler.
I think I just saw it. Not actually. No. Never mind. Anyways, continue.
Did you see what I see?
I don't think so, but keep talking.
Okay, so Moxley did the curb stomp. That was he did the curb stomp on.
Oh yeah, I saw he did a curb.
Okay,
stomp
that's all I was like, oh my god, but okay, but anyway, Sokola, he's gonna come back to SmackDown, right? And Roman is gonna be disappointed in his cousin not having a title. So what's gonna happen? There's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna happen with this, right? Either Sikoa is going to team up with Sami Zayn to grab the tag team titles after the dissension between Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn, and the Usos, or you have Solo Sikoa somehow gets one of the mid-card titles either on Raw or SmackDown, most likely SmackDown, right? From Gunther, right? Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna come out of this, right? But I guarantee Roman is gonna look at Solo some type of way. Is like, you need to get your ass a title, or you're gonna be out of the bloodline. So I think, I'm not saying the cracks of bloodline is happening, but I think that there's gonna be some foundational things that's gonna happen eventually with the bloodline.
I mean, in storyline fashion, wouldn't that kind of make Roman look a little petty? Where he's just like, you don't have any gold. It's like, the title was literally taken from me, so I can't really do anything about it.
But that's Roman's character. That's Roman's character. Remember when Jey Uso, like when he first became main event Jey Uso, and like he lost a match and Roman's like, you better not lose a match again. I mean, so I can see that happening. You know what I mean? I can see something like that happening to where that enhances the storyline with the bloodline. So we'll see.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. What else happened on the show that was of note on NXT? I can't really think of anything that was that important on the show. I mean,
the show was recorded, but it hasn't been announced yet. It'll be announced next week. The triple threat match at Halloween Havoc. I know you're saying about JD Madonna, which I like. I always like Jordan Devlin, man. Like he's been so damn good ever since the United Kingdom tournament. Where I was like, this guy looks just like Finn Balor. Like, what the hell? But no, but I really think that the main reason why he's in this match is to take the pinfall from possibly Ilya Dragunov. I mean, so if Ilya's here, I think he's going to win this title, and I think Braun Breaker's going to end up going to the main roster sooner rather than later.
I mean, do you really put the shoulders? Let me rephrase that. Do you really put, I guess, the new look of NXT when we're going to get it on Ilya Dragunov?
I mean, why not?
I mean, I like him. I'm not trying to like shit on the guy. I'm really not. I like him. I do like him. But it's just like, I don't know, like of all the people, because with Braun, I like Braun, but to me it's just like, where's the end game with Braun? Like, who's going to be the guy that beats Braun? And fucking Moxley won, of course. Like Moxley defeated Daniel Bryan, who's without a doubt the best technical wrestler in wrestling today, and he beat him by submission because fuck. Anyways,
I mean, that was to me that was a good match. I don't know if you're paying attention to the match that much, but
oh no, I have it on, so just I was paying attention. Anyways, I'm I'm going to try and refocus here. So, with Braun, it's just like if someone's going to beat him, it needs to be somebody that you know is going to be able to carry that torch for that brand. And
I think that's Ilya, man. Ilya is because I know a lot of people are not fully exposed to him, right? But he's such a damn good babyface. Like, man, he's such a damn good babyface. He makes everything that he does believable and real in the ring, right? And on top of that, too, as well, he defeated Walter when Walter had his long, dominant, UK title reign, right? Like, there's only 2 legitimate people right now on the NXT roster that can beat Braun Breaker. That is Tyler Bate, and that is Ilya Dragunov. There's nobody else on that roster, the way that's currently constructed, that can beat Braun Breaker. Just those 2 men. And let me think for a moment. Maybe Carmelo, maybe as a distant third, if he decides to stay. Outside of that, I just don't really see anybody else being a Braun Breaker other than those 2.5 men, we'll say.
I mean, Tyler Bate kind of seems interesting because I do like Tyler Bate. I mean, the reason why is JD McDonough in this match? I mean, I know you said that the idea is that he's going to take the pin and that maybe Ilya could win, but I don't like JD McDonough. I'm sorry. I know you like him. I wasn't a fan of him as Jordan Devlin. The guy's just bland and milquetoast to me. Like he doesn't have anything interesting about him. He has no personality and just this creepy, nip tuck doctor gimmick that he has. It still doesn't do anything for me. So I don't care for him. I don't know why he's in the match. I didn't really like the match that they had at what was the last pay-per-view they had? The Bash, or
yeah, I think it's Rainmaker Bash where they had that match.
Yeah, I don't care for the guy. I'm sorry. That's just me. Yeah, that was NXT, and then of course AEW. The main event: Jon Moxley defeated Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Championship with a submission.
I would have gone with Danielson, to be honest.
Yeah, I think a lot of people wanted Danielson, but we're still... Again, we talked about this last week. People want to rate Moxley a lot higher than I personally think he should be rated, but whatever. Anyways, speaking of the PWI list, I have in my possession the full 500 list. And last week, me and Justin covered the top 30. I mean, obviously, we're not going to go through the entire list in one night. I mean, there's just no way. But if Justin's up to it, we're going to cover 500 through 400. What do you think?
Go for it.
All right, so PWI came out last week. 500 through 400. So, number 500 is going to be Dustin Wilson.
I can't say I know who that is. I know who that is.
Let's see.
Accolades on him.
He's known for beating Eric Martin. A jack of a lot of trades, is a manager to be reckoned with on the indies. Managed memorable, if unsuccessful, showings as bouts like June's Cassandro Cup Rumble. Big Dust gives big boost to his fellow goons, including the impressive, though unranked, A.K. Willis and Saul Esparza.
All right. Good for him. Find the best wrestler in the world. Good for him.
Oh, there's going to be a lot. Number 499 is Stan Styles.
I heard the name. He kind of looks like he's from, 2009. He's kind of ripped a little bit. I haven't seen a match. I can't tell you if he's getting in the ring or not. I just seen pictures of him.
Fun fact: namesake of Intergender Bonanza series, Shake Weight Supreme won the Intergender Bonanza super title from Marcus Mathers last fall and still held it at press time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Number 498, Rob Drake. Or no, I said that wrong. Rob Radke.
I still don't know who that is. I haven't.
He's a deathmatch guy.
Okay.
Josh Fuller, number 497.
I'm sorry, you broke up.
I'm sorry. Number 400. Jesus Christ. 497, Josh Fuller.
Have not heard of him. Have not seen him.
He was on AEW Dark Elevation against members of the Dark Order. And he was posing with Jade Cargill as Baddie. And on Dynamite, being yeeted by Wardlow. It literally says yeeted.
Skeeted.
Yeeted. Number 496, Miles Millennium.
I don't know who that is. There's going to be a lot of people who I'm not going to know who they are, so there you
go. He competed in matches with HTW and SWO. Tested his skills in singles contests with several wins. The Ripper threatened PWI over his inclusion on this year's 500. 495, Big Game Leroy.
A Big Game Leroy? See, I seen him on AEW.
All right. 494, Baron Black.
I think he was on AEW as well, actually.
He was on Dark and Elevation, fought Bandito for the Ring of Honor World title.
Yeah. I mean, he's good. He's good. Like anybody that's on AEW, right? Like in hindsight, 500 best wrestlers in the world, right? Like, I mean, he's not like fantastic, but he's good.
He's Nasty Leroy, by the way. He's a famous he's a famous name in the podcast community, and also in the internet wrestling community. So that's who he is. 490. Did I say 494? Oh no, yeah. 493, Sonico.
All I know is that he's a luchador.
He's known as a Lucha Ghoul. Veteran of the PNW Indies, defeated Pitfall Jones for DOA Portland Heavyweight Championship back in January, and recorded wins over Jordan Oliver Without a Cause and Mike Bailey Prestige Wrestling. All right then.
Hey, there you go. I mean, I have nothing to say.
Just an FYI. So they included there's now women on the PWI. So just letting you know about this next choice, 492, Jocelyn Navarro.
Wait, I thought they had their own separate women's list.
I thought so too, and now there's women.
Unless if she's like a she only does intergender matches.
Probably.
That'd probably be why, but
Jocelyn Navarro, apart from contending for the NCW and Emerge women's titles, Navarro has faced off the likes of Thunder Rosa, Lufisto, and Max the Impaler.
Right. Good for her.
I just like your answers. Good for them.
Nothing to say about that,
491, Bear Bronson. Yeah, we know who that is.
The what half Bear Country?
490, Reggie.
I don't know why he's on his list.
489, Isaiah Cassidy.
Low.
It gets worse.
For the type of talent that he is, I think it's. I'm not saying he should be like fucking like top 20 or anything, or even like top 100, but like top 250 maybe, top 300. Is that too whatever?
I mean, it's kind of like what I said last week. If you're on TV and you are noticed by a national audience, and you're either higher or low, or you're lower than you should be higher. Just in my opinion.
He should be a little bit higher.
Number 488, Aiden VE.
I heard the name before, but I have not seen a picture of him, or I can't tell you what he looks like or anything like that, but I have heard the name before.
Let's see. He dominated in UWFI rules matches for Paradigm Pro Wrestling, with notable exception being a loss to tag team partner Sydney. I don't know what any of that means. Next is 487, Jax Dane.
Jax Dane. Right. Well, same.
He became a two-time NWA National Champion after defeating Anthony Mayweather at the Crockett Cup in 2022. Largely competed in matches for the NWA and Southwest Wrestling Entertainment in Texas. Successfully defended.
I know that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know him, but yeah, like he was on NWA Power. It's kind of like he's kind of like a. What does he look like? Kind of looks like Mike Knotts, but like more jacked and stocky.
486.
I remember seeing that guy on Instagram. Yeah,
he definitely sounds familiar. 486 is Moses.
Oh man, Jesus, not Jesus, but Moses. Okay. Oh hey, you know what? Pardon the Red Sea, my brother.
He enjoyed continuous wins in defending the Ring of Honor six-man title. Fell short in his efforts to capture the MCW title belt.
He was with Shane Taylor Productions. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I've seen the name on like on posters, right? I haven't seen him actually wrestle a match though, but I know he's part of Shane Taylor Productions. That I do know.
485, Jay Bougie.
Hey, Bougie. Jesus Christ, man.
He was in IAW, ultimately won the IWA Breakthrough Championship. Yeah. 484, Microman.
Microman Randy Savage.
Yeah, brother. This is not that This is not that man, brother.
That sounds like a midget wrestler.
He is actually. There's a photo.
I'm just saying that, like, you there's no way you're gonna be named as Microman, not be a midget wrestler.
He is son of CMLL's legendary Kimonito. He's currently with MLW. Won the Dark Copa Triple Mania 30 Lumberjack strap match. 483, Aramis.
I heard of him. I think he's been around like at PWG and like MLW, and I've heard of him. Haven't really seen any of his matches. I think I may have seen a clip or two, right? But
all right, 482, Robert Martyr.
Robert Martyr. Tell you who that one is.
Who?
Robert Martyr.
The great Robert Martyr? You ever heard of the great Robert Martyr? The South City Stretcher, Robert Martyr?
Yeah. Maybe in due time.
Won the GSW Next Gen Championship title, Robert Martyr.
Hey, we win in 10 years he could be a 25-time Ring of Honor World Champion for all we know.
Oh man, Robert Martyr. Number 481, Evil Uno.
Oh no! Okay, I guess. I mean,
when has he ever actually wrestled? I don't think I recall him ever wrestling in the last year.
I mean, obviously that's on Dark and Elevation, but okay.
All right, number 480, Mike Jackson.
Old dude? Like 70-something years old.
Known as consummate veteran Mike Jackson. Oh yeah, 72. I'm sorry. He has matches with NEW, GCW, Spartan Pro Wrestling. Earned the Spartan Pro heavyweight title after beating Lamar Diggs. Wrestled Matt Cardona for GCW and Colby Carino on NWA USA.
I will say this: like, he's impressive for his older age, for sure. Like, he's doing like freaking old school Undertaker rope walks and stuff. So above Evil Uno though. Okay, whatever.
And Maurice Baird posted a picture of Robert Martyr.
like a jobber.
How dare you speak of the great Robert Martyr?
Why is his pelvic region so long? Like, no rainbow, no homo. But I'm just saying, what are we doing there? Okay.
Oh man,
Robert Martyr. Fuck out of here.
Oh man.
Look at me. I'm angry. I'll stretch you. Oh, fuck you. How about that?
Oh man. Oh, that's too good. Oh man. Number 479, Mr. Grimm.
He was on AEW Dark. I know that.
Says inspired by AEW's Nyla Rose, one-time Enjoy Cup winner, defeated Leon Ravage to become the Ignite champion.
Did Nyla Rose wrestle Mr. Grimm?
It doesn't say. It does not say here.
Okay. Well, because you know.
Number 478, Angelo Dawkins.
That's way too fucking low.
Way
too low. Way too low.
Especially the guy that's constantly been on television. 470.
Way too low. If I were Angelo Dawkins, I would take that as as disrespect for sure. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, it's just like, again, granted these lists start maybe a year ago or whatever, but Dawkins, he's in the best shape I've seen him in. He's actually been really good in the ring.
You're gonna mean to tell me that somebody who's better right now, Angelo Dawkins or no, I'm trying to think of somebody random, Jesus man, I can't even think of anybody that's that. And that's within that range, but okay.
I got a name.
Okay, Angelo Dawkins, or Doc Gallows. If we have not Doc Gallows, is on this list.
Not Gallows, Dawkins. Dawkins all fucking day.
Exactly. Why is he that low? All right, fuck it. Whatever. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I don't know shit.
This list is going to take its toll. This list is going to take its toll on us. 477, Ron Hunt.
Bunch of fucking cunts, these fuckers. You say Ron Cunt?
Yes, Ron Cunt.
No. Have I heard of him?
He is with Shane Taylor's Productions.
Oh, the other guy. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
476, Gene Money.
Gene Money. Gene Money.
You want to know what his nickname is? The boy from the buffet.
Ooh. X.
All right, 475, Tommy Vendetta.
The name. I like the name. Don't know who it is though. I like the name though.
Wrestler for GCW, Paradigm Pro, MCPW, IPW, and IWR. Was defeated by Effie at the Horror Slam. So that's all you need to know about him. 474, Nino Hamburguesa?
Oh, the fat fucker from AAA?
I guess. I see a picture of him.
God. Next. Fuck him.
473, Khan.
Yeah, alright. Well, I know Khan. See him wrestle a few times here in San Antonio. Pretty damn good wrestler. Has a future in this industry. And he's also wrestling in Ring of Honor too as well. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes with them.
472, Toru Yano.
I know. Honestly, I think he should be a little bit higher, to be honest. Maybe top 400, but no higher than that.
471, Arya Davari.
Davari, okay. All right, cool. Good for him.
Fellow Persian. 470, Sawyer Wreck.
Sawyer Wreck. Don't know who that is.
Defeated deathmatch legend. Oh, another deathmatch. Another deathmatch guy. So there you 469 heavy metal.
Fucking piece of fucking... Fuck him. X.
Triple A guy. 468 junior.
Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, it's like... Jesus Christ.
I'm saying the audience.
He's so fucking old, man. So old, man.
468 junior Kratos.
Why does that name sound familiar?
All right. Team Filthy lost the NWA World Tag Team title to La Rebellion. Was in the NJPW Strong. Defeated Calvin Tankman at Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. Alongside Aaron Stevens, challenged the OGK for the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts at NWA Hard Times 2.
Okay.
If someone
he's not the same guy that I'm thinking about then.
Okay. 467 Anthony Green.
Green, okay. I mean, no, hey. No, hey. You know what? He left WWE. He was in Evolve too as well. I mean, and thought he had a little bit of a good gimmick, but you know, just he's lost in a shuffle in the World Wrestling right now.
466 Merrick Donovan.
Tell you on who that is.
Trained by Billy Gunn, Serpentico, Devon Dudley, and Jay Rios. Promising young independent talent, became the RPW Top Crown champion. Still, nothing.
I don't know who that is.
465 Ultimo Dragon.
Hey, Ultimo Dragon. You know what? Like, I've seen some stuff from recently. Like, obviously he's lost like a step or two, but damn, man, he can still go.
Yeah, Ultimo Dragon's the man. He's still the man. 464 Matt Cross.
Heard of him. He's in MLW. I think I've seen a clip or two. Physique. It looks like he looks old like Tommaso Ciampa, so I don't know how far he's gonna go overall, but
463 Victor Benjamin.
Victor Benjamin, don't know.
Let's see. Savage Gentlemen's Bloodsport matches bolstered his solo star power, while husband wife team. I don't know who the fuck he is. I guess he's a deathmatch guy. 462 Darius Lockhart.
Hey, Darius Lockhart, the Revolutionary. You know, black wrestler. I've actually been following him for a couple years now. So he was. I think him and Big Swole were like in a faction or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
All right. 461 Marcus Mathers.
He doesn't matter to me.
All right. 460 Jack Cartwheel.
Yeah, he's a
Jack Cartwheel.
I don't know who that is, but I'm just gonna say right now, cunt.
He earned a vote of confidence from Dave Meltzer, who predicted he'd be a big star soon.
Okay, well, be something to look out for then.
Yeah, if he doesn't do a cartwheel, I'm gonna be pissed. 459 Liar Bird Lucci.
Yeah, we can skip that one. I don't even know. I can't even tell you what he does, what he is.
The art form of professional wrestling is what he's called.
Okay. That was kind of, yeah, I'm not going to say that. I'm not trying to get canceled.
458 The Butcher.
Hey, all right. Butcher up there. Okay. Good.
457 Dragon Rojo Jr.
Dragon Rojo, yeah, he's in CMLL. He's pretty goddamn ripped. I have not seen like much out of him, but from the clips I have seen, he's impressive, you know.
All right, I have a photo of him. Yeah, he's in shape. 456, Leighton Buzzard.
That's a Bray Wyatt gimmick.
He held.
I haven't seen or heard of him.
He held the PCW Cruiserweight Championship for 763 days.
Right.
Former child actor, has been wrestling since 18. So he's a child actor.
Well, I hope he dies in a tire fire accident. Just kidding.
Jesus Christ. 455, Jay Vidal.
You know what? I think I seen him on Impact, or I think not seen him on Impact, but well, he was on Impact. I know that, but I think I seen maybe something like on Twitter or something like that, like him on Impact. I don't know what his style is or how good he is or anything like that, but I've heard of him before.
Became the PCW Ultra Light Heavyweight and 2-time FCW No Limits Champion. Entered GCW's Clusterfuck Battle Royal at Joe Janela's Spring Break. Bested Carlos Romo in an opener for April's Big Gay Brunch. Okay. 454, The Blade.
Hey, there's The Blade. There you go.
453, VSK.
Seen the name on AEW, like Dark or something like that, and I think he's also I won't say a friend, but like I think he knows Matt Cardona. And then they team together, and I don't know. I don't know how big of a friend he is, but I know he has affiliation with Matt Cardona. I do know
he's a utility member of the Cardona family. So you're right.
There you go.
452, Ken Dixon. Won the heavyweight title of Maryland Championship Wrestling, defending against the likes of Nick Aldis, Dak Draper, and Silas Young, to name a few.
Wait. The Silas Young?
Yeah, that's what it says on here.
Man. I don't know the guy.
451, Fast Time Mudo.
Fucking names, man. Like, you're not gonna get over with that shit, man. Change your fucking name. A new WWE World Heavyweight Champion! First time What? No.
Mudo! Mudo! Yeah, that's a bad name. 450, number 450, Derek Dillinger.
Right. Was like a 80s porn star.
Trained by Ricky Shane Page, won the vacant International Wrestling Cartel Jesus fucking Christ with these goddamn promotion names. The Super Wacky Wrestling hard-hitting badass championship. I was like, who gives a fuck? 449, Super Crazy.
Hey, good for Super Crazy, man. Still kicking, man. Good for him.
Kerry Morton, Ricky Morton's son, I think.
Son or nephew, something like that. Yeah. Good for him. Actually, what I have seen him from so far, not bad, right? But he wrestles like he does wrestle like it's in 1988, which I like. But yeah, let's monitor up a little bit there.
447, Charles Mason.
Answer?
Charles Mason.
Yeah, don't know who that is.
Trained by Amazing Red, defeated indie wrestling legend Low Key for the House of Glory Crown Jewel title. Jesus Christ! In April.
You know what? I heard. You know what? I did hear the name on a podcast I was listening to. I heard the name suddenly, so yeah. So I have heard. I haven't seen him before, or like know what he can do, but yeah, I have heard that name. He's at House of Glory.
446, Julian Ward.
That sounds like the guy that should be bagging my luggage for me.
The Shores of Mackenzie, Julian Ward?
Man, I don't make the rules. Sounds like he should be, take my bags downstairs. You know what I mean? Can you take my bags downstairs? You know what I mean? I'm about to check out. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Mr. Davidson. Yeah, like that's what it sounds like.
He's the explosive pro wrestling heavyweight championship, dude. Come on.
Hey, you know what? Even the sun shines on a dog's ass.
445, Daniel Maccabi.
Yeah.
444, Gringo Loco.
He's definitely he definitely has to wrestle in Mexico with a name like that. He has to.
The Base God won Lucha Premier title from Carter Mason at Demand Lucha in Toronto. Challenged for the AAA World Cruiserweight belt in a three-way match against Laredo Kid and Ares. So yeah, it is Lucha.
All right. I want to say you can't have a name like that and not wrestle in, Anyway.
So 443, Doug Williams.
Hey, Douglas Williams. Still kicking, man. Good for him.
442, another woman, Shaza McKenzie.
I follow her on Twitter and Instagram or whatnot. Yeah, she's wrestled on AEW, and she also wrestled in NXT a few years ago too as well. So good for her. She's like one of those top women's wrestlers on the indies. You know what I mean? But she just hasn't made it to a major fed yet.
All right, 441, Zach Patterson, I'm sorry.
Pat Patterson's nephew or something.
Rookie Prodigy became number one contender for the International Wrestling Syndicate tag title with partner Beast King FTM. Defeated.
Does he have a statutory rape of little boys like his uncle?
You know what? It doesn't say that. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
440, QT Marshall.
Very good utility player in AEW. Does a good job at what he does, playing the heel, right? Of a shit faction. So, for him.
Fucking Kevin James looking motherfucker.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
And I love Kevin James. I just don't like QT Marshall. 439, Von Wagner.
Von Khali! Yes!
Von Smash!
He should be number one. If you want to be honest.
Jesus Christ, Justin, what's wrong? 438. 438, Ziggy Haim.
She does a lot of, I've seen her before. She does a lot of hardcore intergender wrestling. Yeah. Not really my cup of tea.
All right, 437, O'Shea Edwards.
Shade Edwards.
Replaced Shane Taylor in the Ring of Honor 6-man elite matches at Death Before Dishonor and Final Battle 2021. Picked up a non-title win over PAW.
Oh yeah, he looks like a fucking how can I say it, like a jacked up cancer victim. That's a bad thing to say, but that's the only thing, because he's bald headed, but he's built though. He looks good. Yeah, I haven't really seen him wrestle or anything like that. So, but you said he replaces Shane Taylor in the six man tag team matches, right?
Yeah, Death Before Dishonor and Final Battle 2021.
Yeah, I haven't really seen him, but okay.
436, Master Wato.
Don't know who that is.
Picked up his first NJPW championship, winning the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Belts with partner Ryusuke Taguchi.
I am so far down the line of in NJPW. The only two champions I could tell you on top of my, or three champions I could tell you on top of my head, is Roppongi Vice, Young Bucks, and Roppongi 3K, 4K, whatever their name was, Sho and Yo. Those are the only three tag teams in the junior heavyweight division that I know. So there you go.
435, Junior Benito.
No, that is. Oh, that is.
Battled Alex Shelley, blah, 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 scored a key win. It looks like an East Coast guy, an East Coast indie guy. So, I don't know, maybe there's someone who knows who it is. Number 434, Jesse Goddard.
Oh, jeez, Mr. Spectacular. Still wrestling? Good for him, man. Good for him.
Was the OVW National Heavyweight Champion for over 522 days. Beat NWA National Champ Chris Adonis by DQ and title versus title bout at Nightmare Rumble 2022. Let's see. 433, Isaiah Broner.
I believe he was on AEW like once or twice before, so that's all I can really tell you about him.
He's known as the Midwest Best Kept Secret. 432, Arrow Boy.
The Arrow Star? Oh, you say Arrow Boy. I'm sorry.
Arrow
I was just
Boy.
thinking about Arrow. I was thinking about Arrow Star when you said that. Don't know who that is.
Have him on Facebook, by the way. He actually added me, so I don't know if that's the real Arrow Star, but cool. 431, Matt Makowski.
Oh gosh, I heard of him. I think he's like. I think he's kind of like he's kind of like a Daniel Garcia. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that name before. I know I heard the name before. I don't know what he looks like. I don't think I've ever seen him work. Obviously, I haven't seen him work, but I've heard that name before. And I think I heard the name of he's like a technical wrestler. So, but there you go.
All right, 430. We're on 430. Balian Aki.
I can tell you who that is. Sounds like a Japanese wrestler that looks like one of those wrestlers from WCW versus NWO Revenge. One of those default wrestlers.
I was gonna say WCW Worldwide, the game.
Oh, that game sucked.
Yeah, I remember that game. 429, Akira.
Bella?
Akira.
Oh no, don't know who that is.
428. I don't know. I'm going to try and say this name. Mathieu St. Jacques.
Matthew St. Jacques. St. Jacques.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I'm assuming
don't know.
French Canadian guy. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
427. Jew Diz.
No.
SoCal Pro Wrestling. Gave Juventud Guerrera a run for his money.
For him.
420. That's going to be the title for tonight's episode. Good for him.
For him, seriously.
426. Kevin Blanchard.
Tully's son, or
I guess. Let's see. He's from Quebec, so I doubt it. Held the NSPW Junior Heavyweight title for a record 1,120 days before losing to Michael Plant in June. Hard-hitting athlete made Destiny World Wrestling debut in May, unsuccessfully challenging Matt Angel for the DWW Next Generation Championship. Defeated IWS Canadian title against Zach Patterson.
Okay.
Good for him. 425, Storm Grayson.
Very familiar name. I know I've seen that on AUW for Dark or Dark Elevation, and I think he had not a cup of coffee like he got signed, but I think he had a couple of jobber matches in WWE too. So
let's see, 424, Thomas Dubois.
Dubois. Don't know.
Trained by the Mountie and Sylvain Grenier.
Oh, all right, he's somebody then.
423, Apollo Crews.
The fuck is that?
Apollo Crews?
Yeah.
Apollo!
Yeah, I never heard of him.
Are you being for real right now, or you never heard of him?
Kidding, obviously.
I was like, yeah, Apollo Crews, 423. Again, should be higher, but 422, Rebel Kell.
Rebel Kell is better than Apollo Crews?
Apparently, Rebel Kell, who's Enjoyed a brief reign as the DOA Grand Champion. Also held top title for SOS Pro for 9 months. Former multi-sport athlete. Is a natural in the ring. Better than Apollo Crews.
All right, cool. Good for him.
421, Jaden Newman.
And Newman. I want to say I've heard of him, but maybe I'm putting him in with somebody else, so probably not.
All right. So now we're on 420.
Oh my God, Riddle's 420. Let's go, baby.
It's actually not Riddle. It's Shotaro Ashino.
Do that. Heard of him. He's in All Japan. Heard the name, seen him on my Instagram and on my Twitter before, and yeah, I believe he's in All Japan.
All right, 419, Maggot.
Oh man, what was this guy? A fucking was he a fucking drill instructor or something?
He kind of looks like I don't want to say ripoff. I'm gonna say ripoff. Fuck it, a ripoff of Aleister Black. Sun or Nothing proved he could gain anything with a little luck. He's in WXW. That's his current promotion. Reigning WXW Shotgun Champion. What the fuck? One title in a trying 4-way encounter against Ninja Mac, Ender Kara, and the Rotation in March. Better than Apollo Crews.
Better than Apollo Crews.
418, another female, Kylie Ray.
She retired like 17 times last year.
Yeah, and she's better than Apollo Crews apparently.
I'm gonna retire. Mental health reasons. Thank you for supporting. I'm gonna retire again because I hate AEW.
Like, Chris Jericho totally didn't try to sexually harass me. What?
I heard that Chris Jericho touched her in a no-no area. That's what I heard.
So
I may be wrong, though.
What if I become... Anyways. 417, Jordan Cruz.
The fuck is that?
Wore gold in California's UGWA and Washington State's Without a Cause Stallions title. Reigned as United Wrestling Network Heritage Champion for a full year before dropping that belt to Zicky Dice.
Her Zicky Dice.
416 Quattrero.
Sounds like a luchador with the name like that.
Trained by Ultimo Guerrero. Ex-CMML wrestler in the Son of Lucha legend Cien Caras.
Okay. Yeah, that was kind of right.
Number 415, Jimmy Lloyd.
Jimmy Lloyd. Oh, he's a fucking trash hardcore ECW cunt nugget.
Number 414, JTG.
ATG, man, like, he looks good. I'm surprised that WWE has never brought him back to do like a not to be like a fucking like singles champion or anything like that, but just bring him back as a vet. Bring him back as a vet, you know, have him be down there in the performance center and have him on TV, you know what I mean, to forward younger talent.
Yeah, it's just like the dude's in the best shape I've seen him in, and like
it's fantastic.
Put him on fucking NXT. Help him with some of the younger guys. Like this guy has a lot to offer. And I mean, you had him induct, Shad in the Warrior Award thing. So it's just like bring him back. Like I don't see why you can't just bring him back for something. So I don't know. What do I know? 413 Ares.
Seen him in MLW, but his gimmick is how should I say, too common nowadays.
All right, 412 Yoshinaro Agawa.
Don't know.
He's 55 years old, and he's still.
Yoshinari Ogawa. He's in Noah, I think.
You're right. He's in
Noah. Okay, yeah. Familiar with the name. Never seen him really work or anything like that, but familiar.
411, another female, Becca.
In the kitchen.
Oh, stop.
I don't know who that is. I'm just kidding.
Known as the Powerbomb Princess, musically inclined grappler now thrilling independent crowns in New England and beyond, frequent competitor for chaotic wrestling, defended her pan-optic... Jesus fucking Christ! With these fucking championships. Fan-optic title against Alicia Edwards, Ace Romero, Anthony Green, and Jordan Blade during period. On her... No, that's messed up. Suffered setback from injury during her first of 2 European tours.
Good for her.
Good for her. Now we're in the top 410s. 410, man like Darius.
Oh my god, these fucking names, man.
He's currently in progress. That's
like, I swear to God, man. Like, if you like, I'm telling you right now, okay. If you are a young up and coming wrestler and you happen to listen to this podcast, right? I mean, or you're thinking about getting into the business, please, for the love of God, make sure that you put some thought into choosing your name, because that shit ain't gonna get your ass over right there.
Nope.
New Intercontinental Champion, man, like, what's his name?
It's spelled Dereiss.
Man like Darius. You're fucking kidding me.
And better than Apollo Crews, apparently. Number 4, 409, PB Smooth.
What?
PB Smooth, peanut butter, trained by Johnny.
Peanut butter smooth?
Yep.
He's named after fucking peanut butter. Alright. Just a name like that, you know he's black. I'm just saying. He has to be a brother. I'm just saying. Drew, I know my people. I know my fucking people.
Oh my god!
I don't even have to look. I don't even have to look at a picture. I already know the guy's black.
Somebody post a picture of peanut butter smooth, just so I can be sure. Trained by Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae, nearly 7 foot tall talent, won Rise Grand Championship in December. Frequents high profile indies including AIW and GCW. Once a fun-loving urban playboy, yeah, he's black. Smooth has adapted new philosophy as the Ether. Yeah, that's him.
You post in the chat. Let's look at that. Oh, see, look. Look at him.
Hey, I'm not gonna argue with you. That sounds like a black name. Okay.
Hey, good for him. Better than Apollo Crews. You're named after fucking peanut butter, and you're better than Apollo Crews. What the fuck is this world coming to?
Oh man. 408 Tiger Mask.
Yeah, new Tiger Mask. I think it's like Tiger Mask, like 4, I want to say, or 5, one or the other. New-ish and New Japan. From what I've seen so far, looks pretty decent.
407 Raisuke Taguchi.
Gucci. I like the Gucci, man. I really like the Gucci, man. I think that, you know, he doesn't get enough credit. He's old as shit, though. But I like Taguchi. All right.
406 Ashton Starr.
No.
You don't know who that is?
I can't tell you who that is.
All right. 405 Mike Moretti. Or Mick Moretti, I'm sorry.
Mick Moretti? Sounds like a paisan to me. You know, hey, paisan, hey, you know, hey, papa chapa. All right, I'll stop.
He's Australian. He's from Australia.
Australia, mate. All right, I'll stop. I don't know.
We have four more. 404, Carlos Zamora.
Okay. Oh, that name doesn't ring a bell with me.
403, Travis Williams.
Travis Williams. No.
Vancouver native, wrestles regularly for such indies as 365 Pro, Love Pro, and Nation Extreme Wrestling. Okay, 402, Ricky Morton.
Yeah, a legend. Better than Apollo Crews. Like, not even trolling. Like, he's better than Apollo Crews. He's doing Destroyer still. Like, come on, or not still. Like he was doing like in 1987 or something. But for him,
Yeah, much respect. And then 401, Solo Sequoia.
Oh, low. Well, I put him over Apollo, absolutely, right? Oh, though, like, you're telling me that, okay, because you know on this list that I'm gonna put people like fucking, like Mike Bennett over him. You know what I mean? Like the Miracle Mike Bennett or fucking, who else? Like, who's like a random in AEW that hasn't been named yet? Like, I can't even tell you who, but he's pretty damn low to me.
This list gets worse. I'm just letting you know whenever we do continue it. And then 400, Matt Taven.
Former Ring of Honor champion? That low?
Yep.
Whew. Man, I know he fell off the last couple of years, but man, that's whew. But now I wouldn't have put him like top 100 or like maybe top 250. Him, but okay, whatever.
And that is 500 through 400. We will continue 399 to 300 on a later date. Whenever you want to continue it, we can maybe do it sometime this weekend, or I don't know. We'll talk about it off air. But
whenever you want, man.
But yeah, that's the show, guys. Thank you to everyone for showing up. And was it next week? I don't know if next week we should do the because next Saturday is going to be the first day of October, so I don't know if we should do the Q&A show on Saturday or maybe do it on Friday after SmackDown. I don't know. Again, we'll talk about it off air. But
we can figure that out for sure. Yeah.
But as always, guys, when the Q&A, just send in your questions like you usually do. You can send in the week before. You can send in it, the day before. Just try to get it before that date. And again, appreciate everyone who listens, downloads, shares, and Patreon, $5 a month. It gets you the ad-free version of this show. It also gets you other shows I do, more original content. I do shows with RJ, Jeff Lippman, and Ruben. Which I need to text Ruben because we need to do another show. And you know where to find me. I'm everywhere. Everywhere podcasts are put out. I'm also on YouTube, on iTunes. I'm on Google, iTunes. If you would be so kind to head over to iTunes and leave a review or a rating for the show, you can do either or. And social media. You know where to find me. Drew Yari Show, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Instagram primarily. Look up Spinebuster Tees on Instagram. I'm posting stuff on there as well. And also as well, of course, SpinebusterTees.com. A lot of great shirts on the website. Check it out. If you guys need anything or if you need something that's a certain color, I can do a special edition for you as well. Just hit me up and I will make that happen for you. So, but 9 times out of 10, most of the time people get what they want from there. So,
right, you will not be disappointed by what you find on that website. Some good shit, good shirt. I got a shirt. Looking in the neighborhood to get another shirt. So, but head over to Justin's site. It should be posted, I think, in the questions tab. If not, follow him on Twitter and hit up your boy. Hit up my boy. Hit up our boy. And yeah, that's everything. We will see you guys next week for the regular show, same time, same channel, and also for the Q&A, whenever day that might fall on. But anyways, guys, take care and peace.
Peace out.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
The
No.
Drew Yari Show begins now.
Okay, I was trying to close it out. Peace.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.